good morning, and welcome back to another morning episode with your life and business coach, Dr. Tanner. And today we're going to be talking about how to focus on anything. As I'm working with clients more and more, and we're continuing to take things out that are not working and expand upon the things that are working. It sounds super simple, but in the one-on-one coaching model, we can actually brainstorm to get that stuff done. You start to see a few patterns, and by no means am I going to set like rules for clients and stuff, because it ultimately has to be up for the person, right? A coach is more of a support and a guide versus like a true enforcer leading them to water. And just to talk about water, that's one of the three things we're going to talk about on how to focus on anything. How to focus. So, focus meaning you are not thinking about the time, the day of the week. You're not thinking about, oh, this end result. It's just a state of appreciation and applause for the effort that you're putting in. You're trying to build this big bridge. The end of the bridge is ultimately your goal. But you're having fun and you're enjoying putting the bricks in. You're like, Tanner, no one likes laying bricks. And yeah, it's not a great metaphor in that sense of the physical labor of it. But the trick and the illusion of it is ultimately the truth, because this is where we are. This is the reality of the situation. We have to ask ourselves, is this what we really want to do? And those who cannot focus are usually distracted by something. There's something pulling us away. So trying to uncover that, but to find those answers, we usually need three things present. Three things need to usually be present. Number one, if you want to focus on anything, drink more water. Drink more water. You're like, Tanner, duh, I know drink water, but you're still not drinking enough. I know you're not. I know you're not. And my girlfriend and I, we love to make fruit water. It's got lemons, strawberries, and cucumbers in this one. It tastes actually pretty good. It's like real Gatorade, or what Gatorade's supposed to be, or whatever that means, just without all the sugar, the natural sugar bullshit and all that. Wow. My throat was actually really dry. That was very satisfying. Drinking more water. Number one, drink more water today. If anything you get from this show, just be more focused. And it's not this involuntary thing where it's like, oh, I'll just drink water when I'm thirsty. No, like go out of your way to drink more water. And and I know everyone's different shapes and sizes. Drink at least half a gallon, a little more, or less than a gallon, a little less. If you're somewhere in between there, you're probably doing fine. Just be conscious about it, because it's easy to just slip and like go wayside. But if you get dry brain, it's really hard to focus. So number one, making sure we're staying deliberate with drinking water. Number one, drinking water. Number two, one of our 5 pillars of personal development, if you want to be able to focus better, is we sleep. Sleep. So we're talking about sleeping, and we're talking about how you just be conscious of sleep. And the best thing you can do to set your nocturnal clock, like we've talked on this show before, is go to bed at the same time consistently. I'm saying all the time. I'm saying on the weekend. I'm saying on Tuesdays. I'm saying on Thursdays. I'm saying on Saturdays. And then go to bed at the same time, and then get up at the same damn time every morning. And I don't care if it's 7 a.m., you're coming in, you're joining us on the live show. Good morning to the people who are just tuning in with us. I don't care if it's just at the 7 a.m. mark, I don't care if it's at the 5 a.m. mark, or if it's at the 10 a.m. mark. It just needs to be consistent. You got to set your nocturnal clock. And I'm definitely a proponent. I think people should be awake when it's sunlight out, just from natural preference and human desire of being out in the world and functioning with the light out. But if you're a night owl and that works for you and you're consistent with it, it still works really, really well for helping you focus. So, number one, drinking our fruit water. Number two, we're going to sleep at the same time and getting up at the same time. This is for people who actually want to get stuff done and focus, right? Not for everyone. I get it. I get it. And number three, hardest one of all, eliminating distractions. Eliminating distractions. So if we want to focus on anything, we get our sleep. We drink water first. That's the first thing that we're doing. We're drinking water. We're getting hydrated, lubricating the brain and the body. And then we're eliminating distractions. We're putting ourselves in a room or something that doesn't distract us. And how do you know if you're distracted? If you're actually doing the work or not. Just be 100% honest with yourself. Are you actually doing the work? Do you have a YouTube video playing while you're trying to do your work? That's distracting. Do you have your cell phone by you? Usually the number one culprit. Your cell phone is by you, and every time the phone bleeps or pops off, looking right at it, going through it for another 20 minutes before we're back focused on what it is we're trying to do. So, what can you focus on today for an hour? 1 hour, and all you get is a glass of water. You're planning out what it is you want to improve, what it is you want to get done, what it is that you need to focus on to get to the next step of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So think of the task that needs to be completed. Have we slept? Are we focused? Are we drinking our water? And are there distractions around us? Are there things that we can say no to help us with our focus? And the sports analogies usually reign true and they work really well. It's focus is essentially like a muscle. Whether it's you're thinking about your bicep, you can't just curl 100 pounds right off the bat. You can't just sit there like Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla and focus for 40 hours straight without eating. That takes decades to be able to have that level of focus and attention. But who doesn't do great things when they can focus for long periods of time? Tell me. Who doesn't complete tasks when they're just focused and they're just working for long periods of time? So it's the question, okay, Tanner, all right, I hear you. So people do to do well when they're focused for long periods of time. Okay. So what would stop you from doing that for yourself? The fact that you don't actually want to get something done? The fact that it's not important to you, it's not a priority? That's a question you'll have to ask yourself. Is it a priority? Is it something I actually want to get done? And if you do really want to focus, try these three things to help with and kind of add to your abilities, add to the starting point, because starting anything is by far the hardest point. If you start doing anything for a while, you start to find the enjoyment in it, especially if it is in alignment with your values and what you're trying to do and accomplish. Yeah, I enjoying some water, drink some fruit water, make some calls, sleep properly, feel good. It's wild to me. You just focus for 2 hours, the clock goes by, that time's gonna go by anyway. And then I'm like, I feel good about getting that done. That felt pretty good. We don't need to be over consumed and overstimulated all the time, right? So this is your morning life coach, life and business coach, Talk to Tanner. If you need help putting a real plan together, you need help, like you want to just talk about your particular situation and you want to set up a one on one coaching session. I specialize more with real estate agents and real estate agents specifically who want to be real estate investors to become financially free because at the age of 27, I am financially free. So if you need a plan and you need help with that, to focus on the things that matter most, click the Linktree link in the description below and set up a one on one brainstorming session. Additionally, if you know anyone who is looking for more content, looking for more ways to focus for personal growth, mindset development, if you know someone who could benefit from our channel, please always leave a like or a share. It means the world to me, as I'm not going to stop doing this shit until we get to 1,000 episodes. So we're a little under 10% done. So we still got like 5 years of doing this. So share the love. We'll be hustling. We'll be back. So if you guys found this helpful, please hit the like button or share with a friend. Quick little recap before we bounce off. To help improve your focus with anything, drink water. I prefer fruit water. It tastes a little better. Make sure that you're sleeping, you're going to bed at the same time, and you're getting up at the same time every single morning. And lastly, eliminating distractions, specifically side open things on your computer like YouTube, or looking at your cell phone and having the notifications on, or even having the cell phone by you. Nobody's going to call you. You can put it away for 2 hours. Just put it away. All right. We got that. We're going to stay focused. I got a bunch of paperwork to do myself. I have a speech to give in like 10 minutes. So we're going to hop off here. We're going to roll out. You guys all have an amazing, tremendous Thursday. Keep kicking ass and taking names, and try to apply this focus. Where can you apply this focus? And I'll see you all again Friday morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Sound like a blast? All right. See you guys. I'll be working away, focus away. We're hopping out. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Cheers.